So this is going to be a detailed tour about all the edible stuff and medicinal stuff that is just in this front section of the yard. So this one is chaya. You need to boil the leaves. I think there's something in it that you have to boil out. But it feels really substantial, like it feels really proteiny. I don't know if that's true or not, but I really like it. This one is Cuban oregano. It's very fragrant, and all of those smells, they're called alamones when they repel different plants or bugs, also other plants, just any chemical that inhibits or repels other creatures. So these help with the masking system. So this is Tulsi or holy basil. The bees really love it. It's great for pollinators. It's known to be very medicinal, and it's like the holy plant of Hare Krishna or something like that. And then these are beans. So eventually this whole thing, all this bamboo, is just going to be a wall of beans. These are marigolds. And marigolds have root chemicals, the alamones, that repel root knot nematode. So they're good ones to just you take the seeds and just scatter them all over your garden. This is a young start of purple Okinawan spinach. I'll find an older one. They get more purple as they age. That one is Brazilian sitsu spinach. I planted it as the front border because then you can weed whack up to it, and it doesn't reroot as easily. Like, you still take it by cuttings, but these tops don't reroot very easily, so it'll just die instead of regrow, which is good if you're weed whacking and you just want it to mulch. These are some of the Filipino chives. Whoop, right there. This one is edible hibiscus. Just boil it. I eat it pretty much every day. Back here, these are katuk. They're going to grow up to be skinny and tall, and they'll end up forming the trellis after the bamboo comes down. They're a very high protein leaf. You can eat them raw or cooked, or they've got these cool white pink berries. And then tomato. This is moringa. It's one of the world's healthiest foods, so they say. I used it back, kind of hard to see. You can see some of it right there. I used it to make raised beds, so you just put it on its side. And then when these logs rot out, there's going to be all these living borders that will create the raised beds. This is coleus. Coleus has some mind control and just makes you plant a whole ton of it and collect all of them. So I've got a lot of different varieties of it's like coleus, that's coleus, and that one's coleus. That one is a little pepper plant. I just did a chop and drop where you just cut these off and put them down to mulch something that needs to be mulched. Here's some more of that purple Okinawan spinach. That one's comfrey. That one's really medicinal. It contains one of the only known compounds to help heal broken bones. That one's a cool comfrey, or not comfrey, sorry, coleus down there. And then, so I've got just the herbs are spattered all about here. This one's pigeon pea. So this is going to grow up to be tall, and but I'm going to take it right at waist height, and you just chop and drop it. Keep it small. This one is tea hibiscus. I haven't actually made any tea from it. Pineapples. I think this is a turmeric starting. That looks really neat. I wish my camera was better. And then these are tomatoes I took from a cutting. They're not doing too happy, but I totally have tomatoes. Oh, so this is a part where you start stacking in time. as well as space. So I'm starting to put in tree crops. Like right there, I have a loquat, and then Suriname cherries, and over there is right there is an ulu tree. So there's like trees in here. So as all of these, short-term perennials, like these last probably like, I don't know, five years or so. So they'll kind of get phased out as the trees phase in. More tomatoes. Those are looking really sad. Yeah. And then these are the native raspberries. They're really small raspberries, but kind of fun. Bamboo. So these are bamboo for eating. You eat the shoots. And ice cream bean, which can grow into a really big tree, but it's a really fast, it grows really fast and it fixes nitrogen, and I haven't seen it have negative effects on other plants, but I don't know. And we just use it for mulch, so you just chop it and drop it and keep it real low. And then beans, which are just to grow as ground cover. And I pulled up a bunch of cacao, but it didn't really take. I just ripped it up. That one took. That one's in the shade. Should shade my babies before when I plant them. That one's plumeria. Plumeria has that like really distinctive Hawaiian flower you see all over. That one's a pink one. It's like really bright fuchsia pink. A little renegade taro. Another one. You just kind of pop up all over when I throw my peels places. And then this is pineapple with a marigold and sweet potato. That one's kind of a cool coleus. Oh, and pumpkin. There we go. I think I covered pretty much all of them that are in this front section.